First, the headlines. President's rule revoked in Manipur, why Khemchand Singh takes oath as Chief Minister. Couple killed in wild elephant attack in Assam's Manipur. Two Assam police personnel arrested for supplying drugs inside Guwahati jail. Prohibited cough syrup worth lakhs seized at Badarpur railway station, one arrested. Supreme Court slams WhatsApp. Meta on privacy policy says will pass interim order. Paris prosecutors raid ex-officers to probe into child abuse images deep fakes. And Russia fires 450 drones and 70 missiles at Ukraine. A very good evening. You're watching Primetime ELITETV English News. This is Manoharmayum Nancy Sharma giving you the news in detail. President Draupadi Murmu on February 4 revoked President's rule in Manipur, paving the way for the formation of an elected government in the state after nearly a year of central rule. According to a notification issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs and published in the Gazette of India, Extraordinary, the President exercised powers under Clause 2 of Article 356 of the Constitution to withdraw the proclamation imposed on February 13, 2025. The revocation has come into effect from February 4, 2026. The proclamation had been enforced following the resignation of the BJP-led government amid prolonged ethnic violence between Meitei and Kuki communities, which had severely disrupted law and order in the northeastern state. After the imposition of the President's rule, the 60-member Manipur Legislative Assembly was placed under suspended animation, though its tenure runs until 2027. The revocation comes at a crucial political moment as the BJP-led National Democratic Alliance (NDA) recently reached a consensus on leadership to form a new government. Senior BJP leader Yumnam Khemchand Singh has been elected leader of the NDA Legislative Party and is set to assume office as the next Chief Minister.
Would you kindly please to administer the oath of office and secrecy to the Chief Minister, Deputy Chief Ministers, Ministers for the state of Manipur. Khemchand Singh, Chief Minister designate.
I do not consent to swear the name of God that I will here to inherit and apply to the Constitution of India is by law established that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duty as the Chief Minister of State of Manipur, and that I will do right to all manner of people in accordance with Constitution and law without fear or favor. Selection for legal.
I,
Yumnam Khemchand Singh, do swear in the name of God that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person or persons any matter which shall be brought under the consideration of shall become known to me as the Chief Minister of the State of Manipur, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as the Chief Minister.
A couple was killed in a wild elephant attack at Natunbasti village under NC Agarkata along the Indo-Bhutan border in Assam's Tumulpur district on February 4, officials said. The victims have been identified as Mangalcharan 52 and his wife Parvati Tudu 46. According to local sources, a wild elephant entered the village during the night and attacked the couple, killing them on the spot. The elephant also damaged their house, leaving it partially destroyed. Panic gripped the area following the incident, with villagers spending the night in fear. The incident comes just a day after two other persons were killed in separate wild elephant attacks in neighboring Baksa district, highlighting growing concerns over rising human-elephant conflict in the region. Forest Department officials have reached the area and steps are being taken to track the movement of elephants and prevent further incidents. Two Assam police personnel were arrested on February 3 for allegedly supplying drugs and liquor to inmates of the Guwahati Central Jail, a senior police officer said. The arrest followed a complaint lodged a few days ago alleging easy availability of drugs and liquor inside the jail premises. Acting on the complaint, the police initiated an internal inquiry, which revealed the involvement of the two personnel. According to the police, the accused personnel were allegedly providing drugs and liquor to inmates in exchange for money. Both Jawans belonged to the 4th Assam Police Battalion and were posted at the Guwahati Central Jail at the time of the alleged offense. The officer said further investigation is underway to ascertain whether more individuals were involved in the network facilitating the supply of contraband inside the jail. Security forces seized a large consignment of prohibited cough syrup worth several lakh rupees at Badarpur railway station in Sribhumi district, leading to the arrest of one alleged smuggler. The seizure was made during a joint operation carried out by the 147th Battalion of the Central Reserve Police Force (CRPF) and the Badarpur Railway Police, acting on specific intelligence inputs. Officials said the banned cough syrup was recovered from train number 15625, the Agartala Express. A total of 436 bottles were seized from 3 tin boxes found on board the train. The arrested individual has been identified as Sanbir Alam, a resident of Islampur in Bihar. Preliminary investigation revealed that the consignment was being transported from Khagaria in Bihar to Badarpur, allegedly for illegal distribution. Authorities said the estimated market value of the seized cough syrup runs into several lakh rupees. Further investigation is underway to ascertain the larger network involved in the smuggling racket. A devastating fire broke out late last night, February 3, at Nawaibil Bazaar in Assam's West Karbi Anglong district, completely gutting more than 17 shops and other commercial establishments, causing heavy financial losses to local traders and shopkeepers. The affected market area falls under the jurisdiction of Kaironi Police Station. Police and fire services rushed to the spot after the blaze was reported and managed to bring the fire under control, preventing it from spreading further. No casualties were reported in the incident. A preliminary inquiry has been initiated and a detailed assessment of the damage is currently being carried out jointly by the district administration and law enforcement agencies. The exact cause of the fire is yet to be ascertained and remains under investigation. In response to the incident, the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council (KAAC) has directed the district administration to take immediate and comprehensive steps to provide relief and rehabilitation to the affected shopkeepers. Officials said measures are being planned to assist victims financially and help restore their livelihoods. Meanwhile, concern and anxiety have grown among local residents and the affected traders, with some demanding a thorough and impartial probe into the incident. Several shopkeepers have raised suspicions of possible foul play and have urged authorities to investigate all angles, including the possibility of a deliberate act of conspiracy. The administration has appealed for calm and assured the affected families and business owners of full cooperation. Further details are expected to emerge as the damage assessment and investigation progresses. The Congress on Tuesday demanded that the Modi government should take Parliament into confidence on the details of both the EU and US trade deals, while alleging that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has completely surrendered to appease US President Donald Trump at the cost of India's farmers. Congress General Secretary in Charge Communication Jairam Ramesh, pointing to Trump's statement that the India-US trade deal was coming into effect immediately at Modi's request, claimed that the request was no doubt meant to create diversionary headlines because his cowardice and capitulation to China had been exposed by Rahul Gandhi. In his Truth Social post of late last night, President Trump wrote that the India-US trade deal was being announced and coming into effect immediately at Mr. Modi's request. That request was no doubt meant to create diversionary headlines because his cowardice and capitulation to China had been exposed by Rahul Gandhi in the Lok Sabha yesterday afternoon, Ramesh said on X. In a stinging rebuke to global tech giants, the Supreme Court on Tuesday told Meta Platforms Inc. and WhatsApp that they cannot play with the right to privacy of citizens in the name of data sharing, and alleged that they were creating a monopoly in the market and committing theft of private information of customers. Decrying WhatsApp's privacy policy, a bench comprising Chief Justice Suryakant and Justices Joy Malabakshi and Bipul M. Pancholi referred to silent customers who are unorganized, digitally dependent, and unaware of the implications of data sharing policies and asserted, "We will not allow the rights of any citizen of this country to be damaged." The top court was hearing the appeal of the tech giants against the Competition Commission of India's CCI order imposing a penalty of Rs 213.14 crore over the privacy policy. Emphasizing the constitutional right to privacy, the CJI cautioned the companies against treating Indian users' data as a transferable commercial asset. What is the choice? You have a complete monopoly in the market and you are saying I am giving a choice. It is either you walk out of WhatsApp policy or we will share the data, the bench said on November 4, 2025. The National Company Law Appellate Tribunal, NCLAT, set aside a section of CCI order that had banned the instant messaging app from sharing data with Meta Platforms for advertising purposes for 5 years, but retained a Rs 213 crore penalty on the social media platform. Russia fired around 450 long-range drones and 70 missiles of various types at Ukraine in a major attack overnight, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Tuesday. The barrage came a day before the two countries were due to attend U.S. brokered talks in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, on ending the all-out war which Russia launched nearly 4 years ago. The bombardment of at least 5 regions of Ukraine specifically took aim at the power grid, Zelensky said, as part of the Moscow's ongoing campaign to deny civilians light, heating, and running water amid the coldest winter in years. At least 10 people were wounded, officials said. Taking advantage of the coldest days of winter to terrorize people is more important to Russia than diplomacy, Zelensky said. He urged allies to send more air defense supplies and bring maximum pressure to bear on Russia to end its full-scale invasion, which began on February 24, 2022. Officials have described recent talks between Moscow and Kyiv delegation as constructive. But after a year of efforts, the Trump administration is still searching for a breakthrough on key issues such as who keeps the Ukrainian land that Russia's army has occupied. And a comprehensive settlement appears distant. The Abu Dhabi talks were scheduled for Wednesday and Thursday. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Manipur के अहानबा न्यूरो पेशेंट्स के अमत तंगाइरबा स्पेशलाइज्ड हॉस्पिटल न्यूरो इमरजेंसी ट्रॉमा नेट मल्टी स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल सिंगजाई मथक टोंगथाम लिकाई दा हानुकचरे हॉस्पिटल असना मरुइना बीपी स्ट्रोक ब्रेन ट्यूमर लम्बी की खुदोंथिबा स्पाइनल डिस्क प्रोलैप्स स्पाइनल ट्यूमर अमदी माइग्रेन चिंगबला यंगली hospital asida neuro gi laing bar changba afaba makhal gi khusu khulai amadi machine marang kai de lei masina kokal mari lena ba tongan ba makhal gi anaba sing ningthina laing li lamdam masida neurosurgeon yamna tangali ba maramna chingamadi arapa hum dagi lakpa anaba sing neurosurgeon unana ba honna bada awaba kya mayong dari masida sunatna matam thintana anaba laing una maram oraga khudong thiba kya su mayong dari masi punamakta khara do orabusu kanana ba Dr. Parkinson Singh MCS Neurosurgery AIMS New Delhi na masamaki hospital asida pung kunmari leituna anaba sing layingli hospital asida ataba mamalda laying batana tana OPD general amadi ICU beds operation medicine x-ray amadi lab ka mai lena basinasu ataba mamalda hangalli ngasi maglension biro amadi kudong saba singa silobi ho hena kubang rol gidamak hospital asigi telephone number 700553416 natraga 8974572154 da pau phabirak bujagani
Imado iboki manakta thinkhibadagi chaulang duna tale
ngo mahak tu TV narabani
TV di yumda lega laing asu ya kari gi mapam da thido
nama adu mafam sida leirabadi mayam na kari haina ngangna gani
mina ngangna badu nate
mashi Arjun hawalakpada surprise piece
Arjun Mama gi thoiba
yamna miss tawribani nangbu aduga aishu TV remote ki maramda amata khangra amato ina pazin baduni TV na kiriba aduga kare khena bathamniba TV layeng bada aikhoina makoi mateng pangbi gadabani sir cha
thank you ta da gedore
lok khara thungbani
hakchang thukta layo hoba hakchang meng ta ba tobro
tawde kaigino
Maramdi tuberculosis ki symptom singni nahak test tawrobra
tawdri darka oibra
darka oi maramdi TBS test tawroba matungda treatment hogadaba
laying ladi phaba ngamgadra
soidana phaba ngamgani TV thungna khanglabadi treatment tawbagi chapchaba plan lei government ki health center singda free da laying li
TB kanagumba amade hekta thungba yai Hakjang sonba nutrition watpa churup thakpa yu thakpa ahal oiraba sing diabetes natraga HIV ga loina na hingliba singda TB thungba yabagi akiba lei madugi damak luna khanbiga ngasimak health center da chatlaga test tawthokpiyu
ayangna taibang khongda jarakhibase kumjali singamaga samapal humphudra 1970 mas ke kunipal lamtagina kunmathoi nipanba thangja numit ke ayuk pung mapanda eha taibang phaurakki lol leijaba phije leijaba lining leijaba maitai phurup se amukta de ningkha tamna lining mikha pondaba chu oirasi.
Welcome back. You're watching Primetime ELITETV English News. The Manipur Cancer Society celebrated World Cancer Day 2026 with a friendly football match between Cancer Warriors Survivors football team and Amba FC at the artificial football turf Kanglei Sanpong, Yaripok, Tulihal on February 4, 2026. Special guests included G. Ranjan Sharma, social worker, Wailan Chandra Singh, secretary, AIM Club, social activist Dr. Kiran Yandrembam and Kangzam Birendra Singh, Secretary Manipur Cancer Society. The event aimed to spread awareness about cancer and promote unity with the team Unity by Unique. Dr. Kiran Yandrembam, convener of the World Cancer Day football match, urged football enthusiasts to support cancer patients. The Cancer Warriors Survivors football team won the match 6-5 against Amba FC. Kangzam Birendra Singh, team captain and keeper, was awarded player of the match.
Cancer patient naraba family well wisher amadi kudimakta koi taseng thona ningdom poninga lete warninga lete koi adum honaba koi gi punging khandadaba aduga koi anaba sedum ngai stage thengna rogo sedum masedum ngasidi lai am mo kon sore aduna koi punna masi fight tawna ba masangi aduga koi na losala thambam hote koi punna thengna ba changi haidu pandam da patok sabani.
Two persons who were earlier arrested on suspicion of tampering with evidence in the murder of Indore-based businessman Raja Raghuvanshi in Meghalaya Sora region have been dropped from a fresh charge sheet after allegation against them could not be substantiated during a detailed investigation, police said on February 3. East Khasi Hill Superintendent of Police Vivek Siem said the two accused, Balbir Ahirbar and Lokendra Singh Tomar, were arrested based on suspicion of destroying evidence linked to the case. However, the final findings of the investigation did not establish any role played by them in the alleged offense. Both are currently out on bail. Union Health and Family Welfare Minister Jagat Prakash Nadda on Tuesday said India has established itself as a global healthcare hub, supplying nearly 30% of the world's generic medicines and around 60% of global vaccine demand. Addressing the Uttar Pradesh Pharma Conclave 1 online, in the presence of Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, Deputy Chief Minister Brajesh Pathak, and several investors, Nadda said Indian pharmaceutical products are exported to more than 200 countries. India has established itself as a global healthcare hub, and it is supplying 30% of the world's generic medicines and 60% of global vaccine demand. Indian pharma products are exported to more than 200 countries across the world. This event is being held at a time when India is standing at a crucial and decisive phase of its developmental journey, the minister said. He said that over the past decade, under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, India has moved beyond a consumption-based economy towards a production and innovation-driven economy. Nadda said that due to a strong digital infrastructure and wide-ranging governance reforms, India has emerged as a reliable and responsible global partner. French prosecutors searched the offices of Elon Musk's social media platform X on Tuesday as part of a preliminary investigation into a range of alleged offenses, including spreading child sexual abuse images and deep fakes. The investigation was opened in January last year by the prosecutor's cybercrime unit, the Paris prosecutor's office said in a statement. It is looking into alleged complicity in possession and spreading of pornographic images of minors, sexually explicit deepfakes, denial of crimes against humanity and manipulation of an automated data processing system as part of an organized group, among other charges. In addition, prosecutors filed a request for voluntary interviews of Elon Musk and Linda Yaccarino, CEO of X, from 2023 to 2025, scheduled for April 20. Employees of the platform X have also been summoned that same week in April to be heard as witnesses, the statement said. A spokesperson for X did not respond immediately to a request for comment. In a message posted on X, the Paris prosecutor's office announced the ongoing searches and said it was leaving the platform while calling on followers to join on other social media. At this stage, the conduct of the investigation is based on a constructive approach with the aim of ultimately ensuring that the X platform complies with French law as it operates on national territory. The prosecutor's statement said, European Union police agency Europol is supporting the French authorities in this. Europol spokesperson Jean Urt told the Associated Press without elaborating. The investigation was first opened following reports by a French lawmaker alleging that biased algorithms on X were likely to have distorted the functioning of an automated data processing system. For ELITETV News channel, contact at email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Let's take a look at the headlines once again. President's rule revoked in Manipur, why Khemchand Singh takes oath as Chief Minister. Couple killed in wild elephant attack in Assam's Tumulpur. Two Assam police personnel arrested for supplying drugs inside Guwahati jail. prohibited cough syrup worth lakhs seized at Badarpur railway station, 1 arrested. Supreme Court slams WhatsApp Meta on privacy policy, says will pass interim order. Paris prosecutors said raid ex-officers to probe into child abuse amazes deepfakes. Russia fires 450 drones and 70 missiles at Ukraine. That's all for now. Keep watching ELITETV English News for more details and updates. Thank you for tuning in.